today. This is Yoga Fit. Yoga Fit is a combination of Vinyasa yoga, and then we incorporate different props, whether it be resistance bands or weights or balls or sliders. Today, you'll need a light set of weights, a small Pilates ball, and a slider. If you do not have those things, it is okay. You can still do the whole thing without it. I always give you the options that you can use instead. All right, without further ado, let's start on hands and knees in cat and cow. All right, so strong, straight arms. And begin to relax your belly and look forward, creating a swayed back arch. And then you're going to tuck the tailbone under, pull the belly button in to round the spine, chin comes into your chest. Inhale, looking forward, creating that swayed back, arms are straight, and exhale to round. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Coming to a flat back, downward facing dog, roll your toes under, lift your hips up and back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale out. Child's pose, lower down onto your knees and set the hips back towards your heels. And rest your forehead, whether it be on the mat or on your fist, arms. This would be another opportunity to use a block if you were to need one for your forehead to rest. Downward facing dog. Taking small steps, walk your feet forward. You can bend your knees to what you need. Slowly rise to stand. Reach the arms up overhead. Hands by your sides, exhale. Tadasana, mountain pose. I want you to lift your toes, rooting through the balls of your feet and heels. Lift and spread those toes, and then just make sure that your head is up, stacking over your shoulders and your hips. Lower the toes back down. Reach the arms up overhead. Inhale, clasp the hands, side bend to the right. Coming back to center, inhale, side bend to the left. Coming back to center, forward fold, exhale. Plank pose, top of a push-up, inhale. Lower down to your belly, all the way, exhale. Low cobra, inhale, tight thighs, tight glutes, lower back working. Long neck. Lower your head back down. Child's pose. Down dog. Taking a breath in. On the exhale, walk your feet forward. Rise to stand. Interlace the fingers. Side bend to the right. Exhale. Coming to center. Inhale. Side bend. Exhale. Coming to center. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Plank pose. Inhale. Lower down to the belly. Exhale. Cobra, little baby one. Inhale. Lower down. Exhale. Down dog. Push up through a push up. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Walk your feet forward and stay in ragdoll. Knees are bent, stomach resting on the thighs. Let yourself hang and drape. Hands come to the mat, step back to plank. Pull the right knee into the chest. Change, left knee to the chest. Change, right knee to the chest. Change, left knee to the chest. Change, right knee to the chest. Change, left knee to the chest. Child's pose, take a breather. Circle out the wrists. Down dog. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, walk or float your feet to the top. Flat back, inhale, belly in. Forward fold, exhale. Rise to stand, clasp the hands, inhale. Side bend, exhale. Inhale, side bend, exhale. Inhale, forward fold, exhale. Let's see that chaturanga this time. Step back to plank, inhale. Bend the elbows, tuck them in tight, chaturanga dadasana. Cobra to your degree, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Walk your feet forward. Toes touch, Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, bring the hands back by your hips, exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Stay here. We're going to pulse the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rise to stand. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale. Giant arm circle. You're going to bring your right arm out to the side, up to the ceiling. You're going to turn through the torso and then bring the arm down. Really feel the stretch, like you're reaching, trying to touch the wall. Coming to center, left arm out to the side, up by your ear. Turning to your right, reach like you're trying to touch the wall and lower down. Here we go. Inhale, right arm. Exhale to lower. Left arm, inhale. Turn, exhale. Right arm, inhale. Turn, exhale. Left arm, inhale. Turn, exhale. One more time, right arm, inhale. Turn, exhale. Left arm, inhale. Turn, exhale. Reach both arms up, inhale. Forward bend, exhale. Plank pose. Widen your stance, plank side plank. You can do this on your knees, you can do this on your forearms, but see what you can do today. Spin both heels over to your right, lift your left arm up. Change, roll through center, spinning your heels now to the left, right arm up. Again, roll through center one more time each side. Once again, you can always bring a knee down as a modification. Come through center and switch. Coming through center, all the way down onto your belly. Hands back by your hips. Lift everything up for a swan dive. Going to rotate the arm bones, palms down and rotate up. Four. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Child's pose. In child's pose, we're going to take a side stretch. So you want to keep your hips down towards your heels and walk your hands over to the right side, maybe even onto the wood floor. You're going to straighten your left arm so that you get the most amount of stretch through your left rib cage, shoulder blade, and lower back muscles. Notice that when you take a breath in, how it expands that rib cage and creates more stretch. And change. Other side, reaching to the left side, reach the right arm straight and long. And even gently pull slightly away. That will get more stretch for this. Coming through center, hands and knees. Going to come onto your forearms. So it's forearms and knees. Bring your knees together. We're going to do some rainbows. So you're going to extend your right leg behind you and bring it out to the right side, maybe to the corner of your mat or maybe a little further out. You're going to lift the leg high and bring it over to the left side and tap the toe down to the floor. We've got 8 on each side. Here we go. Inhale and exhale, breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring the knee in, extend your left leg, bring it out to the side. Going to lift it up high, bring it across, and we begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. Come back to hands and knees. We're now going to do arm circles and hands and knees. So your right hand is going to reach back by your hips. Then you're going to turn the chest open as you bring the arm up towards the ceiling, and then reaching it forward and back down. Okay, so we are going to go 4 on the right, 4 on the left. So here we go. Reach back, inhale up towards the ceiling, forward, and sweep it through. 1. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. 2. Inhale, sweep it through. 3. Inhale and sweep it through. 4. Change sides. Bring it back behind, open the chest, reach towards the ceiling and through. 1. Back behind, inhale, exhale. 2. Inhale, 3, and inhale, 4. Downward facing dog. Right leg lift high, bending the knees, stacking the hip. Warrior 1. Stepping forward, replace that right hand. I like to lift the right fingertips up. This helps make it easier. Right fingertips, bringing that cupcake hand, step it right underneath. That sometimes will help get that foot up if you have difficulty. Bring the heel down in the back and rise. So we're going to take our arm circles this way today, okay? Like a butterfly. You can stay upright with your chest and torso. You can also hinge forward to make it more challenging, okay? So you do you today in your legs. We're going to do the arms, and we bring them back by the hips up towards the ceiling like doing a butterfly stroke. 1. Exhale. 2. Breathing. 3, 4. Let's go to 8. 5, 6, 7. Last one, and 8. Reach the arms up. Inhale, Flow through vinyasa, exhale. Stepping back to plank, inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana, you can come down to the belly if that's the modification you need, exhale. Cobra to your degree, as high as comfortable for you, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left side, lifting high, bending that knee. And then warrior one. Once again, if you lift up your little hand, creating as much height, that will help you get that foot right up underneath where your left hand was and spin the heel down. And then rise up. Butterfly swimmers. So either hinging or staying upright. We're going to sweep the arms back by the hips, belly strong, 1. Get most range out of those shoulders you can, 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Inhale, reach up. Flow through your vinyasa, hands down, exhale. Plank. Inhale. Chaturanga. Exhale. Cobra. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. Walk your feet forward. Rise to stand. And grab your light weights. All righty, guys. Good. All right, we're going to turn towards the TVs. We're going to open up the legs wide. We're going to go into a warrior 2 position. So your right toe is going to turn out. You're going to bend that right knee. Left leg's going to stay straight. Going to bring the palms up. Elbows are bent in. This is serving tray arms, right? You've got your platters, and we sometimes have champagne on our platters, but I usually like cookies and milk, but you know, everybody's got their own choices for their platter serving trays. Well, I know sometimes we put a whole turkey. I will never forget the whole turkey on our platter because that's what we were serving. We'll do that for Thanksgiving, okay? So you're going to bend your right knee and you're going to extend your right tray out, keep the arm slightly bent, and then pull it back in. Then the left arm out and slightly back in. Right and back in and left. Keeping that right knee bent, get down in that warrior, guys. Yes. So building isometric strength through your right leg. Your left leg is straight and strong, and you're alternating your arms right and left at your pace. So if you need a little bit more, you just hold the arm out a little longer. If you need to make it quicker because it's too much today, you don't go out as far and you keep the elbows more in. Finishing out the one you're on, one more. Wide-legged forward bend. So relax your arms, straighten the legs, turn the toes parallel, shorten the stance if you need, and you're going to slowly bring the weights down to the mat. Keep the legs straight as long as you can, flat back. If you need to bend your knees, please bend your knees in order to get the weights to touch down. From here, we're going to do flies, one arm at a time. So you're going to put a little bend into the elbow. You're going to bring one arm out to the side straight, out to a T or an airplane and lower down, and then the left arm. Now, if you're feeling super beast-like, maybe you would like to do 2 reps or 3 reps on a side before you switch. Okay? Either way, you want to pull your belly button in like you're doing a stomach vacuum, or like you got a pair of pants that do not fit. And then let's take a stretch So go ahead and release your weights. Soften your knees so you can walk your hands down between your feet, maybe on the other side of your mat. Getting a deep, deep stretch. Belly button is pulling in. And then come back to your weights. You're going to bend your knees into goddess pose. So turn your toes out and bend the knees. And then we're going to rise to goddess. Take your weights with you. Woo! And give me those cactus arms. All righty, so you're going to rotate the arm bones. You're going to bring the weights forward. Keep the elbows lifted to about parallel to the floor. And then bring them back up. 1, forward, and back up. 2, forward, back up. 3, and forward. Last one for 4. Let the arms come down, relax, straighten the legs, squeeze the glutes. We're now going to warrior 2 on the other side. So lengthen out your stance. You're going to turn your left toes open so you can bend your left knee. Your right leg will stay straight and strong. Give me your serving trays. We have sometimes whole turkeys. But today, what are we having? What are we having today, my friends? 3-pound turkeys. Yes, 3-pound turkeys. And let's do our serving tray. So left arm will reach out and come in, and then alternate right arm. The more bent you are in that left knee, the harder it is. Remember to keep that right leg straight and strong, pushing down. Use both legs. Always keep a micro bend in those elbows. So even though you're extending it out, don't go completely straight, lock the elbow. Keep a micro bend. That way you're not getting into hyperextension with the elbows. Keeping the bicep on fire. Couple more. And finishing out your side. Woo! Straighten the leg, turn the toes parallel, wide-legged, forward bend. Bringing the weights down. Now this time, instead of bringing the weight out to the side, you're going to lift it forward by your ear. Now, if it causes any kind of discomfort in the shoulder, go back to the one out to the side. You can bend your knees a little bit here. Make sure your back is flat. Belly's pulling in. Finishing out the set you're on. And release your weights. Let's do a full stretch. Walk the hands down. Go ahead and relax the head between. Get down low there with your head. Full stretch. Back to goddess. So shorten up the stance a little bit. Turn the toes out. You're going to bend the knees a lot. Grab a hold of your weights and rise up. Cactus the arms. We're going to roll by rotating the shoulder. Bring those weights forward. Arms are parallel to the floor. And back up for 1. Forward. And back up for 2. Forward. Back up for 3. And forward. Back up for 4. Straighten the legs, squeeze the glutes, stay right here. We are going to do this again, but we're going to lift the heels off the floor. So bend your knees. You're going to come up onto the balls of your feet, lift your heels, find the balance. Bring the weights forward, creating that parallel position, and back up 1. A little harder with balance here. Back up 2. Forward. Back up 3. And forward. Hello. and back up 4. Straighten the legs. Woo. Widen the stance a little bit more. We are going to go back to a warrior 2 on the right. So right toe out, bend the right knee. We're going to do a modified extended side angle using our weights. So the left arm is going to come up by your ear. You're going to place the forearm onto the right leg, right forearm to right leg. Now keep the weight straight up towards the ceiling. Now we have many things that we can do with the arm, but today you want your core strong and you're going to reach it forward towards the wall, the TV wall, guys, going forward towards the wall and down to the mat, and then forward and back up. All right, so coming forward, yes, and back up. Yes, that's 2. You got 2 more to go. There's 3. That's beautiful work, guys. Last one. Woo. And 4. Rise back up. And other side. Turning your left toe out, getting into warrior. You're going to take your right arm up and hinge down, placing the forearm onto the thigh. You're going to lower the arm forward towards your wall, coming down to the mat and back up 1. Forward. Back up 2. Forward. Back up 3. Yes. Forward and back up 4. Coming back to center, bring the legs together. Let's shake it out a little bit. Whew. We are going to do that exercise again. Just wanted to give you guys a moment break. Let's do a balance exercise and then we'll come back to that warrior 2. Let's do standing leg raise to warrior 3, all while holding our weights. So the hardest option is the weights up over the head, right? You would do your standing leg raise and go to warrior 3 and come back up. That's going to be really tough, keeping them there. You can start there and bring them to a T into an airplane. That will be easier. If you bring the weights back by your hips, that's even easier, okay? So you can decide for yourself where these arms go, but keeping them up over the head is going to be challenging. Move at your pace. You're going to do 1 leg at a time. So here we go. Standing leg. Pick your leg that you want to start on. And then extending behind, doing what you need with your arms, hinging at the hip. See if you can keep your back leg, that toe in the knee, down towards the floor. And then rise back up, standing leg raise, reach the arms up. Nice job. Other side. Picking the other leg, standing leg, extend behind, teeter-totter, moving the arms to where you need. Try to keep that back knee and toe facing the floor. And then when you're ready, rise back up, standing leg. Arms come back up and release. Good, let's do it one more time each side. I will watch this time. Reach the arms up, pick your starting leg, lift it high. And remember to relax your face and your jaw. Extend behind you, moving into warrior 3, placing the arms where you need for your balance, for your strength. Slowly rise back up. Arms come up, leg high. And relax. Other side. Lifting the leg, standing leg. Slowly begin to extend behind. Moving the arms to where you need. Keep lifting the leg. Remember, that's the power and the force. Slowly come back up. Arms come up, leg comes up. Ta-da! Oh, it's not easy. Now we're going to watch me do. No, we're not. We're not going to watch me do. All right, we're going to go back to that warrior 2 exercise. So you can do it with your weights. You can put them down if you've had enough with the weights. Go wide, turn and face the TVs. Once again, we're going to turn the right toe out and bend that right knee. We're going to move into the extended angle. So forearm to the thigh and left arm straight up towards the ceiling. Strong core, slowly bring the arm down to the mat, and then exhale to lift it up 1. Inhale, and exhale 2. Yes, inhale, and exhale 3, and inhale, exhale 4. You're gonna go ahead and get that arm back up, reaching up. Now we're gonna go over the ear. Oh no, we are over the ear to your degree, keeping in that extended angle and back up. So towards the ear and back up. And towards the ear and back up and towards the ear and back up. Let's change sides. Nice job. Turning the left toe out, bend the left knee, extended side angle. So you got the forearm to the thigh, right arm up. We're going to bring it forward, down towards the mat, and exhale 1. Inhaling, breathing, and 2. Moving the arm, strong, steady body 3, yes. Woo. And 4, all the way back up. Now, towards the ear, creating that diagonal line, and back up to center 1. Over the ear, and back up 2. Over the ear, back up 3, and back up 4. Straighten the legs. Ooh, bring them together, shake it out. Ah, ay, ay, ay. You're gonna put your weights down. We're gonna do standing leg raise through warrior 3 to standing split, and then back up, okay? So this should be a piece of cake now that you don't have any weights in your hands. So reach the arms up, pick whatever leg you want to start on, lift the leg up, and then extend behind you. Feel good warrior 3 happen. And then maybe you can come straight to the ankle with your hands. Maybe you need to go to the floor. Belly pulls in, lift your leg high. Slowly rise back up. Standing leg raise. Ta-da! And rest. Other side. Reaching up, pick the opposite leg. And then extend behind. Lift to teeter-totter down. Hit a good warrior 3. And then maybe the hands will come either down to the floor, maybe you can go right to the ankle or the knee. And slowly rise back up. And reach up. And rest. Ragdoll. Soften your knees. Let's try to get that belly to touch onto the thighs. Hands come down, and then start to relax the shoulders and the neck. From here, we're going to lift up the right heel, and you're going to place your right hand underneath your heel. So you step on all your fingers. You're really wrapping the right arm behind your right leg. And then the same thing for the other side. You're going to lift the heel, to step on your fingers, and wrap. And then slowly begin to lengthen the legs, getting the tailbone more and more towards the ceiling. Don't straighten them completely unless you are already very, very flexible into those hamstrings. And release. Plank pose, step back, top of a push-up. This should feel like a piece of cake. Bring your right knee in and lower it down to the mat for bird dog. Left leg is going to lift, and your right arm is going to reach forward. You're going to reach back and grab a hold of your left foot ankle. From there, you can either stay or you're going to begin to kick back and up, creating a stretch through the right shoulder and through the left quad. Bird dog, release, control it, extend everything back long. And change sides. Right leg's gonna lift, left arm, holding your dog, your bird. And then you're gonna bend the knee, reach back with the left hand, grab a hold of your right foot. Maybe you get to the ankle, and then begin to kick back if you did on the other side. Coming back to the bird dog, see if you can release with control and extend everything long, belly comes in, and child's pose. Dolphin, you're gonna come onto your forearms, curl the toes, and lift your hips up high. From here, you're going to slowly walk your feet as close to your elbows as you can so you can get your hips to stack over your elbows. If this is easy, you're going to lift a leg. Pick one leg, lift it up high. And then change. Lift the other leg high. No weight on your head, but you are looking at your feet, okay? It's where your gaze is. Lifting one foot at a time, and you want to feel that belly button pulling in. And rest. Come down to your knees, child's pose. Make your way onto your bum. All right, we are going to do a flip dog from seated position. So your knees are going to be bent like you're doing a bridge. Your feet are about hip width distance, maybe a little wider. So if I put two fists, I got two fists and a smidge of gap. Then from here, you're going to bring your right hand behind you with your fingers facing away and lean back a little bit. Okay. Left arm's going to reach up to the ceiling, and you're going to lift your hips up like you're doing a bridge. So I like to pull my feet in just a little bit closer because I feel like I got a little more strength then, and you're going to lift your bum up. And then lower back down. Nice, let's do it one more time on this side. Now, the more strong you are and the more flexible you are, you can also turn this into a little bit of a back bend. So the more you reach the arm over your head towards the wall behind you and start to let your head drop back, the more back bend you can get. But the first things first is butt up like bridge. Keep pushing into those feet to lift the hips higher. When you feel a back bend begin, then you can start to look behind you, taking the arm behind you. And slowly lower down. This is part of flip dog. Normally you do it from a downward facing dog, and we flip into this position. But I like to start here and make sure everybody in class has got this before we go cray cray. Cray cray. All right, other side and back. We're gonna do the first one before we go too deep. Reach up, hips come up. And then lower back down. Option 2, here we go, a little deeper this time. Arm up, hips up. Then keep lifting, create the back bend. Arm comes over your ear and look at the wall behind you. And slowly lower back down. Oh, it's going to bring your ball between your knees. If you don't have a ball, you can use a block at home. We're going to lie on our back and squeeze the ball with the knees. Going to lift your hips up into bridge. Keep squeezing your ball. Feel the length in the neck. A little sliding might happen there to get more length. And then slowly lower down one vertebra at a time. Draw your knees in to remove the ball. And we're going to roll up to seated again. I know, making you up and down, up and down. What the heck's going on, Stephanie? I have to make you do your abs without you thinking about it. All right, so next up, you're going to turn on your mat. So you're in the center, but facing the long edge. You guys turn in, you turn in this way. That way everybody can see. What we're going to do is we're going to roll into pigeon. So you're going to extend one leg out. If I'm going to just call what I'm doing my left, and I'm going to bring my right leg in front of me like this, but I'm going to bring it that way as far as I can go. From there, if the right leg is your bent leg, you're going to turn towards your right, placing your hands there. What we're looking to do is turn the straight leg upside down. So I'm going to roll, coming inward, turn the knee down and the toe down to the floor. Now magically you're in pigeon. If you'd like here, fold down over that leg. Slowly press yourself up, but stay in this position. You're going to reach back and see if you can bend and grab a hold of your foot. If you can, great. You can bring it closer to the hip if you can. Otherwise, just reaching in the direction. Maybe you just barely got a toe. And release. We're going to fold one more time, pigeon, over that front leg. And then come back up. Now we're going to roll out of it. So we're going to roll back. We're going to roll back. The hip comes up and back to that starting position. Got to do a little wiggle jiggles. That's it. So now you should feel like both sitting bones are pretty close to firm on the ground. All right, let's switch to the other side. So now you're just going to pull that straight leg in, kick the other leg out. You want it pretty wide. I try to aim for like the middle of my mat. And the bent knee, you want it to be that way. So you're pulling opposite ways. And then we're going to roll this knee, that toe. I'm going to slowly bring the hands over. I'm going to roll to bring the knee and the toe, adjust the foot so you get it all the way into your pigeon, and then fold over the leg. And then coming up, going to bend that back knee, see if you can grab a hold of the foot. Maybe you pull it in tight. Those that are super bendy, you'll eventually get the mermaid pose where you're hooking the foot in the elbow crick. And then release, folding back over into the pigeon. And then coming back up to center, we're going to Baddha Konasana. So you can just face front here. You're going to bring the soles of the feet together and fold over the legs to your degree. And then slowly come back up, cross the ankles, easy seat, sit up tall. Hold on so you can lean back a little bit, stretching the neck. Bring your chin to your chest. Roll slightly to the right. And slightly to the left. And then come back up. Guys, you are done. That was Yoga Fit. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Sorry, I didn't use the slider. Oops. Oh, that's all right. I got carried away with those things.